Good morning, guys, from Linden, California. When we left the Sportsmobile West facility, we shot up the 99 towards Stockton, and now we are camped out at Rebecca's best friend's dad's peach farm in Linden.
Today's going to be a quick video, but we thought we would answer some of the questions that we've been getting this week from you guys. Big question is, what about Remington and Shelby? And of course, they're going with us. They're part of our family. That's why instead of grabbing 2 backpacks and around the world airplane tickets, we're getting an RV. So yeah, we want to be able to take them with us. They're just part of the family. They go everywhere we go. And as far as getting them into other countries and whatnot, I've been doing a lot of research about you can get pet passports. Essentially, it's just all of their vaccination information and a health certificate. And when you get to a new country, you show it to them. And as long as it's a rabies-controlled or rabies-free country, they don't really care if you bring them in.
Quite a few people have been asking us about the Earth Roamer. Those are badass rigs. They are very badass for North America, though. Try getting a Power Stroke diesel fixed in Zimbabwe. Not gonna happen. Try getting a Mercedes-Benz diesel fixed in Zimbabwe. Hey, they see those. So that is the big reason why we are not looking at the Earth Roamers. Now, the Earth Cruisers are awesome, but Sportsmobile West is a lot closer to the area where we're at now.
The next big thing everybody's been asking about, what countries are you going to be visiting? I think we might need to stick with continents at this point.
What countries do we not want to visit?
Exactly, that might be a shorter list. We're going to go to Europe. We definitely want to do Eastern Europe, Southern Europe. We have neither of us have spent time in Eastern Europe, and so we really want to see that. We will spend some time in Africa, Australia, New Zealand, Asia, China, all those countries in between to get there. I imagine we'll go to India and eventually make our way back to South America and come back up towards the States. That's a very abbreviated version of how this is going to go.
And it's totally going to change.
It will. Honestly, I mean, we just have so many places we want to visit, and we are not really far enough along to have an itinerary done. Not that we're probably the type of people who are going to have an itinerary laid out, but we are looking at starting in Europe. And there's lots of reasons for doing that. Some might think it would be better to stay on this continent, and including Ben, and we might, but we might also start in Europe.
So getting back to the RVs, our next RV purchase is going to have certain, and these are like non-negotiable items. It has to have full-blown winter capabilities, and it has to have 4-wheel drive. Those are not, we're not going to skimp on. If we're going to be going into debt for a big old new RV, we are not going to be limited. We are tired of being limited. In Alaska, we almost have to get out by September or early October just to ensure a safe passage out of the north. We're tired of that. When we do come back, how awesome would it be to just take off in January and head down to Baja or something and just not be restricted by the weather?
And there have been some questions asking if we're concerned about safety. I think that no matter where we are in the world, we're concerned about safety, be it here or any other continent on this planet. It's something that you have to constantly be aware of. You constantly have to be making good choices, making calculated decisions, knowing the risks that you're taking for going into an area or participating in a particular activity.
Staying abreast on the local news.
Yes, being aware, keeping track of what the State Department is recommending for an area. All of these things play a role in staying safe. And I think Ben and I both have grown up being being aware of how to make calculated risks and choices. And will it always pan out? Probably not. Will we get into some hairy situations? Maybe.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, pretty much. And the bottom line is, we're just not going to live in fear.
And lastly, what is the hardest thing about this upcoming trip? And for me, hands down, it's going to be saying goodbye to family. I know that you can catch a plane flight, but there's a chance, and I hate even talking or thinking about it, but when we say goodbye to, we both have one grandparent still alive, that it might be the last, and that is just gonna tear me up. Yeah, that's just something I don't even want to think about. But at the same time, I don't want to put our lives on hold, and I don't think our family members would want us to put our lives on hold. So hey, thanks for watching today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to see how this adventure unfolds and all the other small adventures and big adventures we're gonna have in between. See you tomorrow.